Hello and welcome to Galaxy TV News. My name is Iribami Salako. We begin with headlines. Senate declares support for judgment of Supreme Court which granted total autonomy to local government councils in Nigeria. Plus, on the news stations of NNPCL raised retail price of petrol to 1,030 naira from 897 naira per litre. This is observed across multiple NNPC stations in the FCT. From the international scene, Israeli offensive in northern Gaza killed several dozen people, while ongoing attacks in Lebanon have sent more people fleeing from the south. Details of these and more come your way soon. To stay with us. Many thanks for joining us at this time. Now, details of the news. The Senate on Wednesday declared their support for the judgment of the Supreme Court, which granted total autonomy to local government councils in Nigeria. At the resumed plenary of the Senate on Wednesday, the upper chamber deliberated on the motion as moved, a development that forced the plenary into a closed session. After the executive session of the House, the Senate came up with two prayers and declared its total support for the judgment of the Supreme Court regarding autonomy of local government. The two prayers, which were approved by the lawmakers, were that all the tiers of government in the country should comply with the judgment of the Supreme Court on local government autonomy. Also, the Senate declared its readiness to tinker with the necessary sections of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in order to give birth to the autonomy of local government councils in Nigeria. All the prayers were approved and supported by a majority of the lawmakers. The Speaker of House of Representatives, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, also warned that the House will no longer tolerate oil companies that refuse to appear before its committees. This warning came during the opening of the Joint House Committee on Environment and Petroleum Resources, Upstream, Petroleum, Downstream Investigative Hearing in Abuja, which focused on the environmental impacts of transporting crude oil and oil spillages in the Niger Delta, involving AITEO, E&P and O&O Oil Limited, formerly Nigerian Egypt Oil Company. Honorable Abbas, represented by Chief Whip of the House, Honorable Bello Komo, directed the committee to use all legislative power to ensure compliance from those summoned and urged them to thoroughly investigate oil spills incidents in Nigeria. Our chairman of the House Committee on Environment emphasized that the hearing aims to address serious environmental concerns affecting both the affected communities and the nation. Despite multiple invitations, the CEOs of AITEO and O&O failed to attend the hearing, prompting the House to issue a 7-day ultimatum to Wale Tinubu, CEO of O&O PLC, and the management team of AITEO, led by Victor Orokongwo, will appear before the committee and address concerns about oil spillages. During the session, representatives from the Ministry of Environment and the Nigerian Upstream Petroleum Commission highlighted the need for better coordination, technological upgrade, and regular monitoring of oil operatives to prevent spillage. The absence of top executives from the oil companies was criticized, underscoring the seriousness of the environmental issues at hand.
We deploy our parliamentary powers to summon these oil companies to appear before us, and if we need to issue an arrest warrant if the need arises, that these oil companies be made to appear before us unfailingly. I so move, Mr. Chair.
It is important that we make this call because if we don't, it will get to a time when we will call for stakeholders to appear and we will get similar and funny attitude like this. This is our environment for crying out loud. People are deliberately, we are asking, come and explain. We have a petition, we have a motion, come and explain your own side of the story so that Nigerians can hear you.
Economic impact inflicted on these our host communities. These host communities are agrarian communities. They are known for farming. They are known for fishing. And the activities of this oil split impacted on them in relation to the water they take, in relation to their fishery, in relation to their farming, pollution, and other issues that need to be addressed as a parliament.
Still on oil-related matters, transportation costs are set to skyrocket in the Federal Capital Territory following the hike in the price of petrol by some stations of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited in Abuja on Wednesday. The stations of the National Oil Company have raised the retail price of petrol to 1,030 naira from 897 naira per litre. It was observed across multiple NNPCL stations in the FCT. The new price, the second increase in 1 month, represents a 14.8% or 133 naira rise. At the NNPCL mega station located in central area, a customer who spoke to newsmen reported that the product was sold at 1,030 naira and that the station did not display its prices on either the signboard or the pump meter, leaving customers unaware of the cost of fuel. Instead, the only information they received was through verbal communication from the fuel attendant. And now, to speak on this matter, we are joined by Dr. Ismail Mohammed Anchal, Director of Policy and Transparency Division, Kaduna Polytechnic. Is also an energy expert. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us at this time. Okay, all right, if you're with us, how will you react to marketers now buying directly from Dangote Refinery? Do you think this might be responsible for the increase in price of PMS? Okay, since we do not have him at this time, hopefully we'll be able to connect with him as the news goes on. Now moving on to other stories. Major oil marketers are to begin the direct purchase of premium multi-spirit, popularly called petrol, from Dangote Petroleum Refinery between Thursday and next week as the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited pulls out as sole off-taker of the product from the $20 billion plant. Multiple sources from NNPCL and the Major Engines Marketers Association of Nigeria confirmed on Tuesday that NNPCL was no longer the sole off-taker of Dangote Petrol, giving room for other players in the downstream to buy products directly from the refinery. This came as unconfirmed reports stated that the Nigerian midstream and downstream petroleum regulatory authorities have released new petrol prices, which are higher than the current pump prices in various locations nationwide. The spokesperson of NMDPRA, George Eneita, did not confirm the development when contacted on Tuesday night. He also did not reply to the text message sent to him on the matter as of the time of filing this report. Meanwhile, oil marketers said the decision of NNPCL to stop being the sole off-taker of petrol from Dangote Refinery means that the federal government has systematically stopped subsidy on petrol completely. You're still on to the news on Galaxy TV. Let's go on a break. When we come back, the news continues. We are glad to have you back. Now for more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect with us on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/GalaxyTVNews. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page at facebook.com/GalaxyTV. Remember to follow and tag us on our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate live updates and comments, as you can easily scan our IG QR code. Now to other stories. River State Governor Siminalayi Fubara has inaugurated a 7-man panel judicial commission of inquiry to investigate the arson, killings and destruction of government properties in the state. Governor Fubara inaugurated the commission at the Executive Chambers of Government House in Port Harcourt, the state capital, with a mandate of 1 month. Addressing the chairman and members of the commission, the River State Governor said the commission is long overdue, taking into consideration frequent happenings in the state.
Commission that we're inaugurating today, I think, has been overdue, because some time ago, about this time last year, a similar thing happened. And because we believed that we are one family, that whatever differences we have definitely will be resolved internally.
Speaking on the motive behind setting up the commission, the governor stressed on the need to find out the remote cause of the incident. On that part, the chairman of the commission, Justice Ibinwengi Minakeri, lamented that the present state of River State is not palatable.
So I've decided to take this action to find out the immediate and remote causes of this, and most importantly, no matter the personality involved, we must bring them to book. So this assignment is a very, very important assignment. It's an assignment that, if it is not done rightly, will give this enemy of the state opportunity to continue. And if we get it right, it's going to be the end of further destruction of public property in the state.
We had a time that children living in the heart of Port Harcourt, a place like Bonny Street, where I grew up, could go to schools without your parents being over anxious about your safety. You could walk from Bonny Street to St. Cyprian's Township School and then go back home. Today, things have changed a great deal, and to be very honest, it breaks my heart.
Still in the South region, protesting women and supporters of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State have protested the headquarters of the Nigerian Union of Journalists in Benin City over what they described as their stolen mandate. The women who were dressed in black, displaying placards with different inscriptions, blaming the electoral umpire for the failure of their party in the September 21st governorship election in Edo State, expressing their displeasure in separate interviews. The former chairman is West Local Government, Honorable Stella Okoro, as well as some women leaders, said their mandate was stolen from them.
We voted PDP. We mothers are crying. We are all crying, we are in tears, we are in pains that they should give us back our stolen mandate. Because that day they voted, they all voted PDP. Everybody voted, that's when you go down low. All over the places. Because the people rejected the tigers and the lions, that they are tired of them. That was why you can see I don't say that day everybody was voting PDP. But to our greatest surprise, they stole our mandate. So that's why we are crying.
We mothers are out today to come and cry in the city of Edo State to tell them we are ready. We want our mandate. they should give us our mandate. When we were voting, when we were campaigning, they were busy sleeping. They were not as active as the PDP. The PDP did everything that is needful that we need to do. Every look and cranny in this city, we went through it. Mosquito campaign, we did. Everybody saw us. That is why people voted us.
We worked tirelessly for this mandate. We campaigned to the nooks and crannies of Edo State. We campaigned to the 192 wards we have in this state. Edo people came out en masse to vote for us. We are begging those that are concerned to please give us our mandate. We are crying. We are mourning. We are in tears. Please give us our mandate. INEC, we need our mandate.
Heavy security presence have been observed in Jos, the Plateau State capital, and surrounding areas as the State Independent Electoral Commission conducts local government elections today. It was reported that elections are taking place across the 17 local government areas of the state to elect new chairmen and councillors. It was observed that armored personnel carriers belonging to the police bomb squad, along with other security vehicles stationed at strategic points in Jos and its environs. Security operatives were also spotted guarding various locations, particularly around the PLSREC headquarters on John Semsey Road in the state capital. Heavily armed officers had blocked the joining street leading to the Commission's office. Further checks revealed that other major roads leading in and out of Jos were similarly sealed off by security personnel as early as 7 a.m. The move is aimed at preventing any breakdown of law and order during the elections. However, individuals on the essential duties, including journalists, were subjected to thorough searches before being granted passage at security checkpoints. Now to other stories. Oyo State Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwaserimi Ajetunmobi, has said that a total number of 245 suspected cases of the dreaded cholera disease was reported January 1st to October 7, 2024, with 23 cases confirmed, while only one death was recorded during the period. Dr. Ajetunmobi disclosed this while briefing newsmen at the Governor's Office press conference room at the end of the weekly Executive Council meeting. The Commissioner for Health, Dr. Oluwaserimi Ajetunmobi, said the request for approval of the sum of 210 million naira state counterpart fund for the support of the NET campaign coming up for May 2025 was also looked into at the meeting. According to her, the counterpart fund is to cater for the micro-planning, which includes logistics, flag-off, NET campaign, storage and distribution across 33 local government areas of the state. She stated that the procurement of the NET cost the USA the sum of 1,726,214,000 naira.
Total of 245 suspected cases of cholera in the state. And when we say suspected, that does not mean that they have cholera, but they have the symptoms of cholera: vomiting, diarrhea, weakness. But for confirmed cases, 23 confirmed cases. As at yesterday evening, a total of 9 victims or patients are still on admission at our infectious disease center.
Also briefing newsmen, the State Commissioner of Culture and Tourism, Dr. Wasiu Olatunbosun, gave highlight of activities slated for the rest of the year approved by the Executive Council as regards culture and tourism, to include the World Twin Festival. He stated that the ministry is already having effect on the revenue drive of the state with its various programs in culture and tourism.
Ministry has started generating a lot of revenue for the state. For instance, we have introduced that any organizations or group, any organization or group that wants the state to partner with, that wants to partner with the state, will first of all, before we give out endorsement letter, you first of all have to pay into the state costs.
Now we move to the international desk for more news. This is news from the international scene. An Israeli offensive in northern Gaza has killed several dozen people and trapped thousands over the past 24 hours, while ongoing attacks in Lebanon have sent more people fleeing from the south. The Israeli military claimed on Wednesday that its fighter jets had hit some 230 targets belonging to Lebanon's Hezbollah and Gaza's Hamas as fighting intensified in both places. However, civilians have burned much of the brunt, with the latest casualties in Gaza pushing the death toll from the year-long war in the enclave above 42,000, the Ministry of Health reported. The Israeli Air Force attacked about 185 Hezbollah and 45 Hamas targets, including military buildings and infrastructure, observation posts, rocket launchers and operatives. It also reported that 3 of its soldiers were severely injured on Tuesday and Wednesday during combat in southern Lebanon. The Iran-backed Hezbollah said it targeted Israeli soldiers near the Lebanese border village of Labuneh with artillery shells and rockets on Wednesday, pushing the troops back. And that's it for now, but do join us at 9 p.m. for our prime time news. My name is Iribami Salako. See you then.